Welcome back to episode 3 of my minor safety series, Birds and Bees. This episode, we're going to be talking about talking to adults when you're under 18, and hopefully this will help out my adult followers too, who don't really understand how to interact with their minor fans. All the content in this video, as with my previous video, is all about trying to keep you guys safe as possible while online, and sometimes they're transferable to in person as well. So let's get started. When you are under 18 talking to someone who's over 18, there are some very important things that you should keep in mind while doing so. It doesn't matter who this person is, whether they have a huge account, a small account, or even a relative. These are some things you really need to keep in mind regardless. The first is grooming, the definition of and what it is, the signs to keep out for, which you can find out very helpfully in episode 1. The second is that if you care or have any respect for the adult that you are talking to, you need to be very cautious about what it is that you say. That means under no circumstances should you be flirting, sending explicit text messages, or sending explicit images of yourself, or asking for any of those back. Any adult that flirts with you, knowing you're a minor, sends you explicit pictures or asks for explicit pictures, I don't care who they are a problem and you need to report them. Not only does it put you in a very bad position, but the adult could also end up in jail. When conversations are happening between an adult and a minor, it is the adult's responsibility to draw a line, but that does not mean that you can't do that too. A lot of you want to be more mature, and that comes with knowing how to talk to adults as well and understanding why certain things should not be said. So that means not putting them in positions where they have to tell you to back off. So is it okay for you to message adults that you look up to? Of course it is. Just please make sure that you are sticking to non-personal things. Not only is giving personal information out about yourself to a complete stranger dangerous for you, but a lot of time creators often get treated as personal therapists when we didn't ask for this, we are not trained for this, and we have a lot of our own issues that we need to deal with. 9 times out of 10, it puts us on the spot and it is very uncomfortable, especially if it's done in a live stream. The amount of times I've been in a live stream and someone's just commented something very, very deeply personal and triggering for a lot of people, I'm sure, and you're like, I'm just going to ignore this because I don't know how to react, and you are essentially emotionally blackmailing me by forcing me to react live like this. If you need advice on things in your personal life that are currently very traumatic, then please look up child lines in your country. You can just Google child line followed by your country. They're free helplines for children that can get, help and advice from professionals. I'm not saying that adults and minors can't talk and interact, but there must be a line. That means certain things are not talked about and not discussed with adults. They are only talked about with people that are your age or your parents. Respect needs to be given on both sides, and honestly, adults being genuine friends with a child is a bit of a red flag. By that I mean constantly sharing information with them, I mean chatting to them as if they're the same age kind of friendship. Another thing I want to talk about is those of you that say you're mature for your age. Just because you've had trauma or you think you're mature for your age, it doesn't excuse immature behavior. If you were really mature for your age, you would understand why certain things are inappropriate to say to adults. A lot of the time, this mature for your age thing is used as an excuse to flirt with someone. Oh, no, it's okay, I'm actually really mature for my age. Well, if you were mature for your age, you would understand why flirting with an adult is wrong and dangerous. So no, you're not. Trauma does not equal full maturity. Take it from someone who knows and grew up saying, oh, I'm so mature for my age, and had loads of adults be like, you're so mature for your age. It's not a good thing. I just want to take a section of the video to talk about some things that I experience a lot myself, and I know a lot of my mutuals and other creators get a lot, and it needs to stop. It's things that we've talked about multiple times in our stories and stuff, but it still keeps happening. First is sending your live streams to adults that you do not know. Just because we're a creator doesn't mean we're not adults. There are huge influencers that have been caught grooming children and getting explicit images from them and things like that, and that all starts from basic interactions like that, like joining live streams, like video chatting one-on-one on Discord, and they're a huge creator, so people are pressured into doing what it is. You think, oh, I wouldn't do that if I was in the situation, but if it was someone you really looked up to and they were giving you all this attention, you can't judge it until you're in that situation, and it's best to not get yourself in that situation. Anyone that has a position of power over you, teacher, doctor, influencer that you look up to, it is best to stay away from any kind of personal, deep relationship with someone like that. They have a lot of power over you, even if you don't know it. It makes you very easy to manipulate. Not only do creators not like constantly getting spammed to join live streams, and they might actually block you for it, but it also puts you at risk. You're inviting an adult to watch you, a minor, which is pretty dodgy. It opens you up to being manipulated and groomed, as stated. Second here is adding loads of accounts to one big group chat. Unless you know everyone in it and can verify their age, this is really, really bad, and it worries me how many people do this on the regular. All someone would need to do is lurk, not say anything, just watch everything go on, and if you guys all feel safe because, you think it's all minors, so you start talking about things that maybe, is inappropriate, but as long as it's other minors around, you're exploring, it's fine. But if there's an adult lurking, they then get access to see all of this. By lurking, they can get any information that you share in this group. The amount of times that I get added to these groups scares the living daylights out of me, because there's so many young people in here being like, "Hi, I don't know any of you, but let's be friends," and that is so bad. The internet is so dangerous, and you guys, a lot of you just don't seem to understand that. And I'm so worried as like a parent myself. I get so worried. Like, where are your parents? Are you okay? Do you need help? The internet is not a safe place, and just because something hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't. It could even be happening without you knowing about it. That's what manipulation is. You don't know it's happening until it's too late. As always, Beans, I'm just trying to make sure that you guys stay safe by creating videos that I wish were around when I was a kid. There is no video at the end this time, but please spread these videos with your friends to try and help keep as many people safe as possible. And who knows, maybe we can keep the internet a safer place for people, or at the very least, we'll be aware of when something's about to happen and be able to alert other people. Leave a bunny emoji in the chat if you made it this far, and thank you so much for watching till the end, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye!